gentlemen, welcome to Nashville Block Party. Blah, 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 blah. Sponsored by The Block Agency, www.theblock.agency, Nashville and Denver's premier model and talent agency. Now we got that out of the way. We have two amazing guests for today. Nashville influencers and all-around party friends, awesome people, whatever.
Yeah,
and
put that on my headstone.
Shannon Ford at probably Shannon Ford. We're gonna drop every plug we can. She is just a character. I don't even know how well, you'll see in the next hour what she's like. I don't even know the words to describe her.
Oh, okay.
Loser.
One of the many. And then we also have the nice one, Taylor Long Monaco. I still have to call you Taylor Long, maiden name, but she's Taylor Long Monaco. She's still Taylor Long on my phone. At Taylor Amber Monaco. I got that right.
Yeah, you did.
And she's a real mother.
A real
For
one.
real.
There's actually nothing after that. She's actually a real mother. I may or may not have planned that for about an hour.
Bet you did.
That's what you got after an hour?
Well, I planned an hour ago. I thought of it,
Okay,
and then I
okay,
just
okay.
saved it because I thought it was funny and I like dad jokes.
I liked it too.
And these are like dirty dad jokes. So anyway, these two amazing ladies have agreed to join me. They have been friends and clients and worked with me, and we even were on a TV show together at some point.
Shout out to you.
And
shout out to
shout
you
out
for
to
all
you.
that.
yeah, we all came together and it was a good time. It was had by all, and now they are two of the most recognizable Instagram ladies in Nashville. Well deserved, hardworking travelers, partiers.
Wow.
So tell us a little bit about what you guys have been up to, what you've been doing, what's going on in your lives.
Well, you go.
So I guess I've just been traveling as much as I can, as much as the government will allow you to, and I've been trying to I don't do well just cooped up, so
Same.
I've been
neither.
trying to have fun and just enjoy life, even though it's like a different life. I'm doing it. Taylor, you should have gone first. You have the fucking kid.
All right,
You
I had a
go
baby.
first.
So I had a baby, and that changed life like dramatically. I feel like we're still best friends, but my social life changed obviously for obvious reasons.
And what would that? Oh, that you have to get a babysitter and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Oh my god, and I don't sleep.
We're like, Mark
I don't sleep either. What? I don't
what it's like.
understand.
Mark is super ready for kids.
No, but that's the difference in what we're both doing. I feel like you're still getting to go out and do, not that I'm not, I'm just saying like you're thriving and you're doing exactly what you should be doing at this stage in your life because what?
We're not like 18. We're doing what you should be doing at this stage in your life
know.
too.
Age
I'm
is
just-
but a number, by
I
the
know.
way.
I'm just saying the difference.
And my number's 32.
The difference in it. But no, I'm at home being mom and doing Instagram partnerships just like her. And I started a skincare line during quarantine, or actually before quarantine, but I announced it during quarantine. And it's still
And what's it called? Where can people find it?
called Budari. You can't find it anywhere yet because I'm still in the manufacturing phase.
Okay.
I was doing my major formulations at the very beginning of COVID, and because of all manufacturer doing sanitizers, basically Budari was just stopped.
They're like, sorry, we have to bottle
They're
alcohol.
like, we have to use all your stuff to put alcohol instead. So no more skincare, only alcohol. But
Don't they realize how much more important good skin is than sanitized hands?
yeah,
I agree. Sanitized
I'm
hands actually
kidding,
result.
Corona people. I'm kidding.
Just
Oh,
kidding.
I was like,
Sarcasm.
I think it results in dry hands. Wait, but I have to say this about Taylor because she won't say it about herself. I've been so impressed watching her for the past year. Obviously, we still live like 5 minutes away from each other. So she has gone like balls deep in the skincare as like much as you can go, which I don't, maybe you should come out with skincare for balls.
I was just
It's already a
thinking,
thing.
like, do you dip your balls in it?
it's already a thing.
It's already a thing. Okay.
Is it really?
Yeah, my chemist that I was using first formulates for a ball company, like for balls.
You don't mean
for
like
your
tennis balls.
No,
Oh.
for your balls.
I feel like this
Your
is like
daddy-bearing balls.
this is like
Oh,
Shark
fun.
Tank Showtime edition. Like,
Ooh,
so
yeah,
I have a new
interesting.
product. I'm asking for 5% for a $200,000 valuation. It's skincare. You dip your balls in
You're
it. Mark
gonna-
Cuban, what do you think of
You're
that?
just gonna dip your balls in it.
Would feel good and look good.
There you go.
Feel
Oof.
good all over.
They really just get in the way. I don't really care for them. But if they were more smooth, I'm sure I'd appreciate it. But I have been very impressed with you because she has really just dove into everything skincare, like down to like, she'll call me and be like, oh, you just don't know with formula 27.56 chemist blah. And I'm like, I don't know what words you're talking about. She's been doing it the right way and it's been really impressive to see. And
Look at you.
I'm excited for it to come out.
Do you have like a lab coat and everything?
I did when I go into the lab.
Do you really?
But not when I'm sitting in my office.
Have you ever like taken the lab coat home and surprised your husband with nothing
Mike
but
would
a
love
lab
that.
coat?
No.
Maybe
Mike
some
is
glasses in your hair up?
No,
Mike is a freak.
I
He
don't
would
know.
love
I feel
that.
like he kind of get freaked out by that. He's not like he doesn't strike me as like a role playing kind of guy.
Yeah. I think you would know if you're married to him, right?
Well,
Yeah, that's
no,
true.
he likes to play it safe. I feel like more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow, Mike.
We always say
vanilla
play it
Mike
safe.
after all.
Oh.
We might have a condom sponsorship here. We're talking about balls and playing it safe. I think we just landed our first sponsor. Good job, guys.
You can count on me, Mark.
Hashtag balls deep. I had nowhere to go with that. All right, sorry, Mom. Anyway, hopefully you don't know how to use podcasts because you're not young enough. Again, Mom, this is just
Oh my
this
God.
has gone off the rails.
Mark.
I knew this
Miss
was going to happen.
Block, we're
Inviting
real
you guys
sorry.
on. We love you, Mom.
Block, we're
Mrs.
sorry.
Block?
Mrs. Block,
Yes,
please
Mrs.
still invite us
Block.
over for dinner.
Mama Block
For
Party.
Hanukkah.
Mom
For
Block.
Hanukkah, yes. It was
Please.
just Passover.
Oh,
I
yeah.
passed right over it.
We just
Shalom.
passed right over.
Mazel.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov. Always when you got to throw something out there, just mazel tov.
Mazel
It works
tov.
in every
Anytime
situation.
someone breaks something at a restaurant, I always say Mazel tov.
Mazel tov. Or,
Yeah.
Oi.
Or Ompa.
Oompa. That's what I was thinking of, the Greek way. Have you all? Okay, speaking of which, we love to talk about some of the things we love to talk about are travel and Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
So since
Yes.
we just said Oompa, let's start with travel. Tell us, you just won an amazing trip to Dubai.
Oh my God,
So
it
we'll
was
start
awesome.
with that. Taylor, little known fact, is from Hawaii.
Yes.
So we want Hawaii tips from you. So tell us about your favorite places to travel, where you've been, some tips, where everybody should go.
I feel like we've done a lot of things together, and then oddly enough, I went to Dubai without Taylor, and then I've never.
Rude.
This is rude. This is shocking, but
I
we've been
wasn't
best
invited
friends for 6 years, and you go to Hawaii like 3 times a year, and I've never been to Hawaii. I've got to.
I keep inviting her, and she literally has an
Well,
excuse every time.
At first, for the first 5 years, I was broke as fuck. So like, she'd be like, "Come to Hawaii," and I'd be like, "It's $700 round trip," and she'd be like, "Okay," and I'd be like, "Okay, I cannot go."
And then one time I was like, I'll get my dad to pay for it. And you were like, I can't get off work.
Oh yeah,
There's always a thing.
Big convention center job with Mark Block Agency.
Yes, I am.
I'm
a
sure I had to
top boss.
dress as a fucking genie and pass out pamphlets for 80 hours. So
Hey, we could.
Hey, if it pays enough, I'll book it. I'll book it.
That's a topic
That's-
we could talk about as our funniest jobs we've done for
Yes.
you.
Okay.
Wait.
Yes, fine. Okay, that's next.
Okay, fine. No, the only reason I ever like had any money at all in my young
Was 'cause of
20s
you.
was because of Mark Block. My mom all the time is like, "You still talk to Mark Block, right? Because he did a lot for you." I'm like, "Yes, Mom. I just send him a fruit basket every
We should
year."
just keep this topic going. How great Mark Block is. I
Yeah.
kind
The
of
Mark
like it.
Block Agency is fantastic.
And
yes.
I will give Taylor credit because when I was in Hawaii, I went for Christmas. I literally was. You forget about the time difference when you're over there, and I was blowing
What is
poor
it again,
Taylor
7
up.
hours?
Yeah, it's like something like that. And I'm like texting her like, "Well, where should I go now?" And I'm at this rooftop. And how about Dukes? You like Dukes, right? And she's like, "Oh my God, I love Dukes."
I'm like,
"Well,
"It's
what about
2
the other
a.m.,
side of the
Mark."
island?" She's like, "I have a child," and I was like, "Yeah, but I'm in Hawaii and I need help."
And
That's
by
her
yourself.
dad FaceTiming all the time. We FaceTime our dad like 27 times a day, and we're always like, "Charlie," and he's
Yeah.
always like waking up and eating an acai bowl, and we're like
Yeah.
having beef stroganoff.
We're like, "It's like
Hawaiian
"Ew."
Crown was my favorite acai place. I want to say that's the name of it.
What's it?
I posted on @Chewy's Travel Tips, another drop. Which, by the way, the most followers I ever got on @Chewy's Travel Tips was when Shannon Ford was in Rome and went to Pierre Luigi, the
Great
best
place.
restaurant,
Great.
and she tagged me and they
Nice.
messaged me.
Oh
was
my
a-
gosh.
oh,
nice.
Oh my God, yes, we're best friends, and it's like everybody's been there, like Beyonce.
Oh, I know.
Like Macron.
When I got there, I was like, John, the guy sitting across from us, he's that guy that's in the movies. And he was like, what? And admittedly, I don't really watch movies. And I was like, he's a girl that's very loud. And he's like, what? And I was like, never mind. And he was like, what's he look like? And I was like, just go to the bathroom and look. And it was Mel Gibson. He was like sitting 2 tables behind us.
Oh,
And he comes
just
back.
Mel Gibson.
And he comes back and he goes, the guy that's in movies?
The guy that directs and produces movies? Isn't he like king of movies?
I'm just not good with names. I just don't watch that many movies. I just really
Oh
don't.
my
Like,
God.
name an iconic movie, I probably haven't seen it. Honestly, other than like Titanic and Forrest Gump.
I was going to say Pretty Woman, but I know you've dressed as
Oh yeah, only
Julia
because I
Roberts
dressed as
Hooker
her
as
for Halloween. We love a hooker moment. We gotta get Chewy's travel trips. Chewy's travel tips.
Yes.
That is a tongue twister a little
Yes,
bit.
it's my second account. My main one's @the Block Agency. Just begging for followers.
We gotta get a Dubai guide though, because you would have loved that.
Yeah,
it was a
cool.
vibe.
The funny thing is, Dubai is on the top of my bucket list.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna go when I went before COVID. I went to Tel Aviv, and it was between Tel Aviv and Dubai. I chose Tel Aviv. I gotta say though, as much as I want to go to Dubai and how bougie and amazing it is, and you can tell us all about it, Tel Aviv is such a secret gem to go to.
Go.
We got to get a group trip together, go in the summer. It's like right on the beach. The food's nice. The people are beautiful. The best looking people I've seen. Seriously. And I've traveled all over. Gorgeous
I love
people.
hot people.
I'm free
fun.
next week.
I'm in.
Next week.
I'm in. And it's the food, the hummus. Like you will never eat hummus.
The
in
hummus,
America
that's
again.
what you're writing home about. The
swear to
fucking
God.
the blended up chickpeas is what you're fucking writing home about.
Hummus in Israel is next level.
Okay.
And I even swam in the Dead
I can get down with
Sea.
some
wanna do
chickpeas
that.
and all oil.
Parties, and you can do like you can stay in Tel Aviv. Like the whole country's like the size of Jersey. You literally can wake up in the morning.
That's why you love it.
You get a bus. I'm so
You little
Jersey.
Jersey
guy.
A bus picks you up. You go down to Jerusalem. You do all the touristy things. You get the pictures to show mom that you did the.
Oh,
you know,
that's
religious
another reason
stuff.
you love it.
Then you go to the
Aw.
Dead Sea. You're home by dinner and you're drunk by 9.
Okay,
love
so
it.
we did in Dubai, same concept. Maybe the time difference played into this, I'm sure, but we didn't ever stay up later than like 10 p.m. Just because we like would go to dinner, we'd drink. Maybe COVID might have played into it a little bit because I don't think any of the clubs were open, but we never had a desire. I actually think I'm happy that the clubs weren't open because we would have felt like we had to go. We would have been like, we can't be in Dubai and not go to a club. And
Right.
so I'm glad they weren't because we just had the most like nice, we'd go home, drink a bottle of wine and like just go to sleep.
Okay,
Except we did go to Miami and not go to a club once.
Well, Taylor and I fucked up in Miami. Hey, we have to have a Miami redemption tour. If you'll please go with us, Mark.
I've been there 3 times since the first of the year.
Since
There
like,
once.
this year-
What?
3 times
Yes,
since the
he
first
goes
of the
all
year.
the time. He's always in Miami. This bitch is always in Miami.
Wednesday night at Baoli, please. I think that my
I'm like,
picture on the wall.
Mark Block's sugar baby is in Miami. I'm telling you right now because
I'm going.
he's
If-
there a
if
lot.
You know, let me know.
A lot.
Nobody's told me.
We went one time. Actually, this might be a nice segue for the small discussion that we might have. I knew that the episode where I was getting fired on Barry Cavallari was airing, and I called Taylor. I think she had had a baby
6 months ago. Before. 6 months prior.
Was it even 6 months?
Yeah.
No, you were. I
5
drank your
months.
breast milk.
4 months.
I think
Gotta
it was
be 4
3
months.
months. It was March, so you had her in October, so I guess 5 months.
Are there health
Math
benefits
is
to
hard.
drinking breast milk?
A lot.
That could be another Shark
For
Tank
for
idea.
adults, do you think?
Breast milk for adults.
Disgusting.
I think they'd be like, "Hey, we should save this for the babies."
Yeah.
Extra potassium or something.
There's a pill for that
Bananas.
you can swallow.
Okay, fine.
Just
Whatever.
eat a fucking banana and save the milk for the babies.
I just have this dream of having a business.
Again,
I could
Mark
take on
is
Shark
so
Tank.
ready for
Hashtag
kids.
stop stealing the breast milk, Mark.
Mark, stop stealing baby's breast milk.
I don't.
It's not
drink
cool.
Milk. I just drink all my milk.
Ew.
Dairy-free. No, I'm not.
I knew that the episode was airing that I was getting fired on national television, and I had a sneaky suspicion that it wouldn't be 100% accurate to what really happened. So I was like, Taylor, why I thought this, I don't know. Honestly, it's pretty vain, which is pretty on par for me. But I was like, I cannot be in Nashville. Everyone's going to be like talking to me and thinking about, like, what the fuck, bitch? You could have just sat in your living room in Nashville and like rode the fucking ride, right?
Cried.
It would have been fine.
It was better in Miami, though.
But I was like, I want to be
Everything's better in
distracted.
Miami.
Yeah.
Everything's better in Miami. Hashtag Chewy's travel tips. I was like, you know
Stay
what?
at
I
the
just want to
one.
be out of Nashville. I don't want to be here. I want to be distracted. I want to be in a club. I don't want to be here. Will you please go to Miami with me? And she's like, bitch, I literally just had a child. But yes, I think it was like maybe your first trip since you had a baby.
It was.
She was
I
definitely
would
like
guess.
lactating
Definitely
at
was.
dinner. And so we were like, okay. So we went to Miami and we fucked up. I fucked up because I was like, I'm such a early riser, go getter. So was
Oh.
Taylor at the beginning. And she's like, okay, so I was like, we're going to take the earliest flight there so we can spend all day there. So I think our flight left Nashville at like
Oh, like the 6 a.m. flight. Yeah.
5. We had to get up at like 4:30,
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
at the airport at 5, flight left at 6. And we were like, we were so sleepy. We went to the beach. We had a great time. We had no idea that the Miami clubs don't open until midnight.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not like nowhere else in the world other than maybe Vegas is like they don't open
Well, in Europe. but
until
yeah.
mid. Oh yeah, Europe.
Yeah.
Okay.
So nowhere else in America.
Okay, so I'm not a big traveler at the time.
Clearly.
Again, I was super broke. But yeah, I was taking an E at Chewy's Travel Tips. Chewy's Travel Tips will tell you all about what time you should go to the clubs.
At the blog agency is getting very jealous of actually. I'm having like an Instagram inner civil war.
Oh my God, are you going to be okay?
No.
Okay, we'll take a shot and
I'm
we'll think
shook.
about it. But yeah, so we were so tired at like, and we weren't even like we were doing it the right way. We weren't like over drinking over anything. We were just like,
We
it
were
would
pacing
be
good.
fucking 10:30 and we'd be like, pretty fucking tired. We're pretty, and I didn't have a baby, and I was like, yeah, I would love to go to bed. And it was like both of us were like not wanting to say it to the other person because she knew I really needed her to go out and party. I knew she was a mom, and so both of us were like,
We both
tiptoeing.
needed to go out, but like didn't want to.
And then finally we're both like, you don't want to go out? I don't want to go. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. So we fucked up Miami. We never went to a single club. So
I will tell you,
3
'cause
nights.
I went to college in Miami, and the crazy thing was I did my first year of law school there too, and the reason I ended up transferring was for that exact reason, was like, you cannot be like a normal human being with a job.
yeah.
And I literally had to like wait tables through college just to afford to go out too,
Yeah.
because I was the scholarship kid. But with that said, like you literally need to come home, happy hour, nap, wake up, get dressed again, and
That's
party.
wild.
The
And that's
one
difficult
good
for
thing
girls.
about
People
COVID.
can't do that. Naps make people sleepy.
Same, like not
I
when you're in
can't take
college, when you're
naps.
19 or
No,
whatever.
yeah.
But the one good thing about COVID is you go to Miami and it's more of like a party from like 9 to midnight.
Oh,
Unless you
okay.
go out to Wynwood, like Swan, and that area. Swan is a great place. Make a reservation now if you're going in 6 months because it's hard to get into.
Hashtag Chewy's travel tips.
Yes, this is yes, true. Okay, so segueing before we get to Nashville. So let's do real fast. Give us your 3 best Hawaii tips.
My 3 best Hawaii tips?
Yes.
Oh, gosh. Okay, I think Waikiki can be a little overrated.
Correct. I was there. It was
I think you
enjoyable,
should
but
see
yes.
it. You should see it,
Correct.
but I don't think you need to just... What's there to do in Waikiki? People freak out about going to Waikiki when you go to Hawaii.
Don't marinate in it.
Yeah, don't just spend your whole time there. 2, I think one of the prettiest parts of Hawaii are the beaches that are not the most popular. So, like, that's the thing about Hawaii is every single beach is stunning. There's not, like, there's obviously one that's better than the other, but there's not, like, oh, only go here. These are the popular beaches. They're all, it's a big circle, not really, but, like, they're all beautiful. They're
It's an
all
island.
worth going to. Let's see. I think you can't go to Hawaii without trying Spam Musubi. Which, did you try it?
Oh my
you let
God,
me
Mark.
down.
Spam
What a
musi?
loser.
Spam Musubi.
I know what
It's-
spam is.
It's like a block. It looks like sushi. It's not. It's Spam.
Oh, we're pulling it
there
up.
it is. It's a block of rice with the Spam in the middle and the seaweed wrapped around it, and there's got some sauce on it. I don't know what's in the
So
sauce. but
Taylor
it is to
doesn't
die for.
like sushi. So this is basically because she doesn't understand this. This is sushi but spam instead of fish.
and
so,
apparently, like
no.
60% of the
Doesn't eat
country's
sushi.
spam is like ordered in Hawaii.
Yes, no.
There's some crazy
the
stat like.
McDonald's in Hawaii, all the McDonald's, maybe in the
Sell
Burger
this?
Kings, but you can get Spam with
Is
your
it the
with your
spa-
breakfast.
Wasn't the
Cool.
spam factory there or something?
I don't know that.
I remember I
I
saw
thought
the
it
Dole
started there.
factory or something.
The Dole factory is there, but Spam. No, everyone in Hawaii eats Spam. It's like obviously
they
a joke
love
from
it.
TV and stuff, but like you really do. I grew up eating that, and I love it.
And I learned from the Real Housewives of New Jersey, pineapple is good for you.
It is.
For
It's
women.
good for a lot of things.
Yes.
Well, yeah, no, it's great for a lot of things.
Yes.
A lot of things.
You guys can Google what those things are, but I saw it on TV
Sorry,
and
Miss Block.
I was shook. Sorry, Mom. I don't think my mom gets Bravo, so I think we're good. She just watches every Mets game on Earth.
I am such a Bravo slut. I love it.
I kind of am too, minus the slut part. Well, I mean,
Just
maybe
mean I
not.
love it.
I'm
I'm
just
not
kidding.
sleeping with them.
Okay, and then so we got and favorite restaurant in Hawaii.
Favorite restaurant? Ooh, this one's not going to be helpful for people.
She doesn't
Okay,
like
favorite
seafood.
restaurant in Oahu, like that you would recommend for people to go to. Maybe not your
Breakfast
favorite
spot.
food, but like the place.
I would probably say Duke's.
Yeah, I agree.
What is Duke's?
It's not, but not much for the food. It's more for the vibe.
Yeah, it's just
the
like
atmosphere,
a cool, chill.
which
Like,
I'm all about. This might not be everyone's cup of tea, but I'm more of an atmosphere girl than
Same.
like the food.
and the fish tacos were great. It
Yeah.
was like cool. It
It's
was
not bad
chill.
food.
No, it's
It's
great
just
food.
not
It's
something to
just
rave
like
about.
it's not like a bougie food place.
Right.
And
I love consistency.
and I love
Consistent
for
is
drinks
fine.
the Manoa Surf Rider for the sunset.
Yes, yes.
that was.
Oh my
that
gosh,
was
I
great.
love that. Yes.
And then, speaking of Bravo, because I watched Top Chef,
Mhm.
Okay.
I went to Coco Head Cafe,
Okay.
which was not in an area that was like touristy at all, and it
Mhm.
was owned by Leanne Wong, who was like a Top
Oh,
Chef
yeah,
contestant.
cool.
Nice.
Because I googled it on the way over, and I was like, I'm gonna
Oh,
go
was it
here for
answering,
brunch.
so you had to
Very
Google?
good brunch place. You do, actually, speaking of Google, or not Google, but like those weird things is I went to Singapore with
Yeah.
another Chewy travel tips.
Ooh.
And when I was on the plane there, a couple people, like I posted like, hey, I'm going to Singapore. People were like, have you ever seen Crazy Rich Asians? And I was like, no.
That's a great
I started
movie.
watching
But I
that
looked on the thing and Crazy Rich Asians was,
Oh wait, no, it's not. It's a movie.
it was on one of the choices of movies on
Oh,
the
yeah,
flight.
they have it on all the flights.
So I watched it, and it took place in Singapore. So while I was on the plane, I just Googled, where did they go in Crazy Rich Asians? And my
Stop.
36 hours in Singapore was
it really?
Have I told this story on the podcast before? Okay, good.
Was it packed? Was it like?
Oh my God, yes.
Okay.
The food market I went to, I stayed at the Marina Bay Sands, which I will tell you is the coolest hotel in the world. It's the most Instagrammed
the
hotel
one
in the
with
world.
the boat?
Yep.
Oh,
yep,
cool.
Yep, yep.
I've always wanted to go
worth
there.
it. Little pro tip traveling, and don't tell them I told you this, but get the cheapest room in the hotel because the higher floors you go, you pay for the view. But you just go up to the roof deck and hang out and you take your Instagram pictures from the roof.
Yeah.
So save $200 and stay on the lower floor.
Yeah.
So anyway, so now let's transition into talking about a place that all of us know well and what brought the three of us together. It's like Jack, Chrissy, and Janet had to think of Three's Company.
Three's Company. Aw.
Yeah. There should have been a redhead.
I know. I was about to say there wasn't a redhead.
But Nashville, Tennessee, where we are, where this is all about, where this brought us.
Cheers to Nashville.
And is that Consmo's?
It's Comos.
Comos. I
Grow
always
up.
say it wrong.
Close.
Sorry, Alex Van
Cheers.
Camp. That's great new tequila. We're just friends. But okay, let's talk about where to go in Nashville. Everybody's talked about their favorite places. That's what we do on here. We all have memories. I know what you're gonna say is your
You
number
already
one,
know.
but what's your favorite place in Nashville?
R.I.P. South. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God, South was a vibe.
What?
South was a vibe.
R.I.P.
I'm kidding.
It was a great place.
Dude, R.I.P.
It
though.
was-
Bless up.
May he rest in peace.
May he.
She.
She.
South is a she.
Who could be too sure?
We don't know.
It was kind of because during the day you went in and had lunch, then at night it got a little nasty.
South
so
is
I
a
feel like
she.
it was like a.
South is a she.
Yeah.
I feel like it was like a basic girl
The
who like was
wallpaper.
classy during the day
By,
and
like,
a little
3
freak at night.
3 a.m. She was like really sticky. Yeah.
She
no,
was
it was a girl.
definitely a Delta Gamma.
It
Are
was
you
a
want to
girl.
count to 3 and say our favorite place to go in Nashville?
Okay, wait, no, I'm stressed out. Okay, hold on.
Are you serious?
There's one answer. We all know. We're gonna go beyond
Oh.
it.
Oh
but
my God.
All right.
1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
Tin Roof.
They're not a sponsor of this
I was
podcast.
thinking a
We
restaurant,
just
and I was
love
like,
it.
I'm stressed.
Okay,
Josh
but-
Griffin, please sponsor us.
Yes, we love you, Josh.
Mm-hmm.
We do love Tin Roof. It is old school for the locals. And for tourists that come in, you definitely need to check it out. It's just a jam. It's
It
just
can do
old
no
Nashville
wrong.
history.
Also, we're talking about the one in Demumbrian.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, don't
I mean,
tell
no
everybody.
offense to downtown
No
one's good
offense
too,
to
but-
Broadway's, but Demumbrian is what we're talking about.
Don't tell everybody though.
Yes, because too many people are coming to Nashville. You guys can move somewhere else. But if you do come here,
I'm kidding. I love people moving here. Some people are so much haters. They're like, everyone stop moving here. I'm like, I mean, no, it's fine.
I don't
Just
mind
don't
if people
talk to
move here
me.
because my property value goes up.
To me.
Yeah, or just yeah.
You can move here, just don't fucking talk to me.
And if after 6 months you don't say y'all, you can leave. Because it took me about 6 months to
Ooh, a little Jersey
y'all.
y'all.
Oh yeah, when I go back, it's so funny. When I go back up to
A Jersey, y'all,
people
and
are
a
like,
Christmas
"Why are you
Jew."
so Southern?" And then when I come back here, people are like, "Why do you sound like you're from New Jersey?" I'm like, "Sorry." And I'll never forget. Speaking of Mrs. Block, the first time my mom came here, and my mom is born and bred Jersey. Someone called her ma'am.
Oh, she.
And
they don't
she
like
about
that.
lost her mind.
No,
And
in
first of
Hawaii,
all-
that's like offensive.
right. So in New Jersey, it's offensive to
Yeah.
call like, or unless you call it like a grandma.
Right. They
And-
think I'm like, what am I, 80 years old now?
Well,
like,
and I looked at my mom.
yeah.
I was like, "Well, number one, you kind of are a ma'am because you're
Ma'am,
not a spring chicken
ma'am.
anymore." But she looks great for her age, just not a spring chicken. But then I also explained to her that I love my mom. God,
on
this is
you.
an episode I'm not telling her to download. But then,
Download shit. Shit gets ripped off from the
but I
internet.
will.
know.
Yeah, things do get taken off the internet. It sucks.
but then again, they don't.
But then again, there's
They
the dark
don't.
web, and I have copies. If you don't know what you're talking about, woo, just DM me for some secret Shannon Ford documentaries.
That sounds
Um,
like porn.
But I did
Close.
That sounds like if I ever did that, it would be OnlyFans, so I'd make some fucking cash from it. okay?
audio
So-
porn. Oh my god,
Audio
you should
porn.
totally
Oh,
do.
That's got to be a thing.
Wait,
I'm
you should
Googling
totally
it.
do
If
an
it not, we're buying the
OnlyFans.
domain right now. It's got to
That's
be
so
a
weird
thing.
you're saying that. I thought about this last night.
Well, you could do an OnlyFans and
Thought
kind of
about
just
audio
pretend
porn?
you're
No,
gonna do
I
something.
thought about getting an OnlyFans because people are trying to like rebrand the whole, because it turned into like this big porn place basically, and like girls putting like nudes and shit like that. You know
Isn't
what
that
I'm
what
talking
it is?
about? No, that's not what it was meant for.
Oh, I know it's not what it was meant
was
for, but
meant
that is
for,
what
like-
it is now.
And
Yeah.
there's like, you know, like A or B list celebs joining it now that are trying to rebrand and take it back to what it was meant to be in its original purpose.
it will never go back.
Probably not, but I
Which
still
is
thought
like
about it
behind the
last night.
scenes stuff, but I'm like, no, people just want to see like behind the like.
Yeah, behind
They just want to see you're behind.
We want to see
They
behind
just
your
want to
vagina.
see you from behind.
But
on
I still laid in
OnlyFans.
bed at 11:30 last night thinking about getting one.
Get it in OnlyFans. Okay, well, I just Googled
I would
it.
have to pay people to subscribe to mine.
I was subscribed
Like, if
to
you
yours.
swipe up now, I'll pay you $5.
Mine would be called No Fans.
Wah, wah,
Wah, wah.
wah.
Dad jokes for days. Okay, so we talked about Tin Roof, which is old staple, old Nashville, still around. Of the new places. Okay, let's talk about Broadway.
Okay.
Where is your go-to on Broadway?
I cannot believe we're even saying this because when we first moved here,
You
we
say
were.
Acme?
No, I mean, yeah.
Acme was the one that started
okay,
it all. I
so
will
it's-
give them credit
I
because
still
they're
love
far
going to
down
Acme.
and they
Yes.
don't have the kind of like location. But when the downtown vibe started,
Yeah.
Acme was the first place. Remember when you had the Acme card? Oh,
Yes,
I had
but
the Acme
see,
card. I'd get everybody in. It was
I
awesome.
disagree with that because I think I like Acme. Wow, I hate Acme.
Well, that's
Acme.
Skincare line. Take care of your
That's
acne.
on
I
them.
love Acme. Try my skincare.
That's on
Um,
them for making their name Acme.
True, but I've always liked their location because you either have the whole view of Broadway if you're looking one way, and then you have the water view the other way.
Oh, their location's the best. I guess I just mean if you're a tourist and you get dropped off in the middle of Broadway,
Yeah.
sometimes you don't make
It's
it
like
all
the
the way
last place you're
down.
gonna go.
Oh,
You
yeah.
kind of get stuck at like the ones
Yeah.
in the
Which
middle.
maybe that's why the
Yeah.
locals liked it so much because it wasn't so
Like a way.
populated.
Right.
But when I first moved here, everyone was like, we don't go to Broadway. And I like went a couple times and was like, oh, I see why we don't go to Broadway. And then slowly but surely, and Acme was a part of this, like people started like venturing to Broadway that were locals. And
Yeah.
you would always almost feel like you had to make an excuse for it.
You
You'd be
did.
like,
You had to like
you'd
be
be
like, we're only going to Acme.
we're just going to Acme.
We're not going to get drunk and sneak out to Tootsie's.
Yeah, everyone's
No,
like, you're on
never.
Broadway. We're like, we're at Acme though. We're at Acme.
And this was also before all like these like country artists were opening up their
The
own
bars, yeah.
bars. So
Yeah.
like it wasn't what it was.
But I think for me, another transition period for the Broadway scene was Crazy Town, just because I loved it.
Yes.
I love to shake my ass. There's not much
It
there,
was
but I
the
just
And that roof
love to
deck
shake
at Crazy
it.
Town, that was the first
So
one that
fun.
did a club, had a DJ,
yeah, it was the
wasn't
first place
country
that
music.
played like that dirty trap music that you wanted.
Yeah.
It was the first place that it was a bigger green room at Tin Roof without everyone that we know. And I was like, me and Taylor were both single. We're like, fun. Let's like sweat on people.
And you could
Crazy
see like
Town.
you could see the roof across, like
Yes.
and it was
Yeah.
crazy.
Hop on over to Valentine next
That's
door.
right. And then you
Yeah.
saw their roof, and it was funny because I'm just a couple of years older than you guys. But when I first moved to Nashville,
Mrs. Block,
nobody
bring out the
went
birth
down.
certificate.
No. The funny
Receipts.
thing is, Mrs. Block mailed me the birth certificate, so I have the only copy left in the world.
What are you gonna do with
So
it?
In the
actually,
okay, yeah, put it on OnlyFans.
I will say the one time I did get busted with my age, because I've been lying about it since I moved to Nashville, was on my no comment birthday trip to Chicago. We're having brunch, and we were at Bub City, Edwarm. RJ, love your place. So we were at Bub City in Chicago, and the waitress asked for my ID, and I had to hand it to Paul Perona. And Paul went to give it to the waitress, and as he was handing it, a light bulb went off in his head, and he's like, "Oh my God, I have Mark Block's ID."
my
And he
Block's
looked,
ID.
and he's like, "I know what birthday it is of yours." And to this day, Paul Perona might be the only person in Nashville. At Pauly Perona, congrats on getting married. We're planning his bachelor party in Charleston,
Oh my God.
South Carolina. One of
We've had some good times.
We've
in
had some good
Charleston.
times. One of Shannon's hometown
Yeah.
areas. 167 Raw. Boys at 167 Raw, we love you. But anyway, so Paul knows
How
my
old
birthday.
you are? Okay.
Yes. So
Do you know how old he is?
No, actually, I don't think I do.
If we took
but-
guesses right now, would you be?
we're
We can
going to
do some-
save that for the series finale of Nashville Block Party, which is
Okay.
probably
Okay.
going to be after this season.
I was gonna
just
say we could
kidding.
do like Chinese water torture to Paul Perona and get the age, but I feel like we just tickled Paul. He would tell us.
I think if you
Honestly,
give
I
Paul
think if we just
two,
asked him, he would tell us.
Yeah, I think if we just asked nicely, he'd be like, okay.
I think if
You
you
don't have
give
to
Paul
torture
2
me.
craft beers, he'd be like, "Well, okay." He's just the nicest human being
He is
ever.
so
he
fucking
can't-
nice.
and he can't lie. So
No,
of
he's
all
so-
people to get my ID,
He's
it's
so
Paul.
pure. I'm so happy he's getting married to a great girl because so many times I would be like, who the fuck hasn't scooped up Paul Perona at this point? Like, he's
And the
such a
funny
great
thing
guy.
is, nobody listening cares, even though Paul, we care.
sorry.
Yes,
Aw.
but no, I didn't mean that like that. Sorry, Paul. But
We can
yes,
cut
it
it.
is at Pauly Perona. We're giving everybody's Instagram name. I'm going to start giving like
Do it.
Madonna's
That's fine.
Instagram.
It's more important than people's names these days.
It really is. Like I call people by their Instagram name. There are people that like I have not referred to by a real name in forever.
Well, you
That's
call
fair.
me by my maiden name.
I do,
so-
Tara Long. I literally had to email you today
Maiden.
or text you today and be like, "What's your right email?" Because I keep typing in Tara Long. She's like, "I changed that when I got married
Oh,
and changed my
God.
driver's license." Okay, so we've established that Broadway's bomb, and you just go there to get drunk.
I'm
and
into
you
it.
can
Yeah, now
dance.
I like all the aspects of it. They have cute bars, cute restaurants. restaurants. Like, I'm into Broadway. It's funny because when we first moved here, we were like, ew, Broadway. Now we're like, okay, with the, wind is right, I fuck with
It's
Broadway.
a whole different place.
It's great. It is fun, and there's just so much. And there are clubs. Like, we went to Dirty Little Secret, which was a good time. And then Hampton Social, really cool place for brunch.
Yeah.
Any girl out there that wants pictures for the gram, Hampton Social's the place. Got the great backgrounds. The roof deck is awesome. Best place for brunch. Obviously, Whiskey Row, Luke's, Aldean's. Like, you cannot go wrong. Old school country music. I still love the stage. Especially like when it's like early before like it's night and you get like the old school
before
country.
5 p.m. stage.
Yes. Oh God, if you want to just drink on a random Wednesday, there's nowhere.
It's Tuesday, Margaret. Head to the stage.
We're going there after.
Funny story. I actually have a root canal in about 12 hours, and we're here drinking and about to go
Grow
out.
up.
So this might be the last podcast because
I have
after
a
my
toddler
root
in
canal,
12 hours.
I fly to Denver. Yes, I go from the root canal to the airport. So this is going to
do
be
you need
fun.
a ride?
I'm going to use the
They don't
Earth
put you
Ride
under.
Share app, which I love.
Yes.
Get a Tesla, take me to the airport for like $10. It's
We
amazing.
will
Maybe
see.
20.
Way here.
Okay, so now let's talk best restaurants in Nashville.
Ooh, Cane Prime.
Yeah,
Oh.
she loves Cane
I love
Prime.
Cane Prime.
I do. I'm just gonna sneak one more M Street restaurant in there. I feel like they're so expected, but I do love Moto.
Moto's a little secret hidden gem. I feel like,
I just really like those.
Doesn't get to do.
Mm-hmm.
Those are both very much so on the higher like end money wise. So if you're just coming here like.
But it's good.
That's definitely a special occasion place. Definitely need to get a reservation ahead of time kind of place.
Yeah.
But damn, we just really do love those places. We also love City House.
Oh God,
their
City House. In
pork
Germantown.
belly pizza with the egg on
Oh,
top.
so
Fuck.
good.
The egg
And their
on the
gnocchi,
egg on top is what changes it.
Yes, their Sunday supper. I will say that the gnocchi there is unbelievable.
Yeah.
If you want old school Nashville, City House, because that's been here since 2005 when I moved here.
Yeah.
And before, I don't even know when it started, but all these new bougie restaurants and cool, trendy places popped up. City House is still one of the best
Oh
meals
my God,
in
it
town.
never wavers in just being so fucking good.
Yes.
Tavern will always be one of my favorites here.
Just
Probably
a good
because
lunch
it's
place.
An
I
OG.
Just
don't
like
know if it's a
OG.
reminiscing thing or if like
It's
you
a
and I.
reminiscing thing.
I think because I do, and I don't mean to take that away from Tavern. I love Tavern, but like I just have so many great memes there. Like I just love Tavern. It's such a good vibe.
Yeah.
Like what was that one Hawaiian dish they used to have? They don't have
Oh, the
anymore.
Loco Moco.
Oh, the Loco
Loco
Moco.
Moco.
Yes.
It was
And the
so
Singapore
good.
stir fry.
Yes.
They're pretty much similar.
Fun fact,
Those are the
fun
two.
fact,
Best
that
time
was
over
my
food.
first meal after giving birth.
Was it Singapore
Oh,
stir
they
fry?
delivered it
wanted
to
it
the
so
hospital. They delivered it to
I
the
wanted
hospital.
it so bad. That and the red velvet waffle.
Yep.
Oh, so
I
good.
was sitting with her
Brunch.
in the hospital after she had, fun fact, I filmed her vagine. Actually, they wouldn't let me. There were all these like weird rules.
That's French for vagina.
They kept calling it weird things too. They wouldn't call it like genitalia. It was some other word.
Like the doctors were calling it something different?
There are all these rules about like not. We had I had a film camera, whatever, like to film it, and I wasn't trying to film her vagine at all. Like I didn't want any China pot shots. I just genuinely was
Straight
trying
from
to
my
just
OnlyFans.
like get.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I have them, but
God.
you have to pay for them. So I was like, you know what, like
That's at least in 1999.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And a tip.
But they kept tapping me on the shoulder, being like, I forgot what word they were using. It
I
was
don't know.
really, it was a gross word. It was like,
Ew, I don't want to. Don't.
I don't remember what it was, but it was another word for genitalia, and I was like,
Like
I'm not
labia?
filming that. They kept being like, you can't film. Don't, make sure you're not putting the camera near there, and it's a liability because they don't ever want there to be footage. Let's say the doctor like
Right,
really
right.
messed up. They don't want there to
Oh,
be
yeah.
footage of it so that she could use it in a malpractice suit. I asked, so they explained that to me. But yeah, I was filming her.
Well,
give
and
birth.
also they might not want like 2 years down the road you guys get in a fight and you have close-ups of the
and I do
vagine.
revenge porn of her
Yeah.
birth.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that would suck.
That would
That would
honestly
be
it
really
would
weird.
Ruin my life.
That would be super not great. It's not revenge porn might be better because
You know what you just made me think of? When you guys were like in
please
grade
tell me.
school-
Please,
Where are you going
please
with
tell
this?
me.
Hope it's about your vagina.
You know what?
Do tell.
Videos of Taylor's vagine made me think of. When you guys were in grade school, did you have to watch like Miracle of Birth?
No.
No, we're not 85.
Okay, so only we had to watch
But
that.
Paul Perona knows that you are, and he knows that you had to watch that.
Yes, we had to watch it, and it was like 1970s like footage.
The bushes.
Yes, and it was
Yes.
really disgusting.
Are you scarred?
I've heard.
I mean, it
Tall
was
tales.
interesting, and so I was kind of wondering. Also, now that like I'm in the business where I book models and shoots, I was like, I wonder how they booked the people to do the Miracle of Birth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
was there a
interesting.
casting call?
Yeah, I
Like,
don't
did they
know.
have to audition?
That is interesting. I've heard folk tales about that documentary many moons ago.
It was as bad as it.
So I know about the bushes. No, I didn't film any bushes.
George and Barbara?
George and Barbara. Great people.
What do you mean you didn't film any bushes? What are you talking about?
I just mean, like, this wasn't the point of the story. The point of the story was that after I filmed your birth, the next day I came and I remember being like, oh my God, you did not order tavern to the hospital. And at the hospital, she was literally sitting there all bandaged up with her, like, 12-hour baby, and she was like eating a red velvet waffle, and she was like dead to the world, and she was just shoveling it in her face. And I was like, is that what you wanted? She's like,
Meanwhile, wearing an adult diaper.
Who would have ever thought talking about our favorite restaurants in Nashville would divulge into the miracle of birth from 1974?
Honestly, shout out to you, Tavern. You were my first afterbirth meal.
And now I'm
shout out to Tavern for tasting like afterbirth.
Ew.
Hashtag Chewy's travel tips.
And now next time I have a Singapore stir fry,
you're going to get girls with really good bushes sending you stuff to the block agency.
They're going to be like, hey, I heard we could be a model.
I heard there's castings for my good bush. Don't have one. I had laser hair removal.
Okay.
That must be nice.
We get personal on this.
Did
I
you know
feel
that
like
redheads,
Oprah right now.
Redheads can't have laser hair removal.
Why?
She sucks.
Is this a joke or is this real?
No, I can't. Are you kidding me? I'm so pissed. Like Elon Musk, let's figure it the fuck out. Like, what else are you doing right now?
Cars can drive themselves, but you cannot get that zapped.
Yeah.
Tell me why, but the one thing I did learn from Shark Tank is you don't want to start a business with such a small population that can buy it. It's too niche.
Yeah.
So for those reasons, I'm out.
Unique.
Well,
and for those reasons,
we're not asking for a laser just for redheads. I'm asking for the laser that gets everyone else to also fucking
just
include the redheads.
But there already is one for everybody else.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Listen,
That's
the
sad.
pigment isn't like, it's not dark enough because I don't have, it's a fire crotch, so it's not like dark enough. Does laser hair removal
No,
or IPL?
sadly not.
Wait, where
We're
does it say
Googling this and it says, does laser hair removal or IPL work?
sadly not fair redhead. Oh,
Laser hair removal works
sweet.
specifically targeting and destroying only brown pigments at the base of the hair follicle. And thanks to redheads having such light-colored body hair, they meant to say fire crotches, this method is essentially ineffective. Yeah, so I can't have it. So I have to shave every fucking time.
We need to call Prince Harry and get him on this.
Honestly.
Yeah.
You know that guy's got a
He
fat
probably
bush.
prefers a bush.
I mean,
Well, his wife can get laser hair removal, so it doesn't matter.
So maybe he doesn't. Yeah, he can't.
He can't.
Can guys get laser hair removal?
Yes, Mike
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. On his like neck. I don't know about his bush, but
and his balls.
he does his balls.
kidding.
We're back to
No.
that.
Oh, back to balls.
Back to balls.
We have gone around the world, literally.
Did you expect anything less from
No,
us,
I
Mark?
didn't. And she's drinking out of the bottle.
She's not even sharing.
It's mine.
Sharing is caring?
It's mine.
So, okay, let's try to kind of wrap this up with.
Good luck.
You want us to leave?
No.
No, we'll get the
but-
fuck out of here, Mark.
I just got comfortable. Look.
Okay, I mean, we keep going all night. I mean, I don't care. I mean, if you guys are enjoying this, I was just trying
no. We gotta do
to
it.
be like, you know, I was just kind of seeing what's next for you guys, what's going on, where's life taking you in the next 6 months, what's your post-corona plans,
Post-corona.
next trips, next fun
This
things.
is an interesting question for me because I had a really cool, speaking of podcasts, we're on a podcast. I had a great podcast that I would love to plug right now. I still can, I guess. I'm not changing the name, but big things just happened for me. I had an amazing co-host and it was awesome. And now I don't. So it's just me. There's no bad blood or anything. It was just.
So she's taking applications for podcast co-hosts.
She's not.
No, I'm not.
Ooh, are we going to go solo?
I'm just
Are we
gonna go
making
solo.
announcements
She's
here?
flying solo.
I sound like such a kiss ass, but I really mean it when I say like, no, I had such, it was the best beginning, middle, and end for my podcast with my co-host that I had. Like, there's no way I could do it again, figure it out. Like, I think I would just always compare it to her. So I just don't want to do that. I don't want to put anyone else in that position. So I'm just going to do it on my own. It wasn't like it was in a very abrupt decision. And it wasn't, like I said, it was just this random thing that happened that we can't do it together anymore. So I'm going to be riding solo. So Mark, I'm going to have to take some tips from you.
I think it's a great
Podcast
idea
tips.
for you.
So-
I really do. I think that's
Anyways,
the way to go.
that's what I'll be figuring out for the next foreseeable future, how to do this shit on my own.
Okay,
So,
I like it. I think that's actually a
that's
great
it.
idea. The
Thanks.
podcast was called and will be called
Probably a podcast.
because her Instagram name is probably Shannon Ford, so it kind of makes sense.
Get it?
I kind of think that was very creative of you.
Thank you.
So
At
it'll
the
be
time,
on,
I just did it because everyone in college, they had, when the famous people were like the real Mila
Yes.
Kunis,
Yes.
like
The
legit
real-
Ashton Kutcher, whatever. So I
and
was
then every
like,
regular person started being the
probably.
real.
yeah. So I was like, this would be funny. I'm just gonna make mine probably.
I'm
I
not
think
sure.
you
maybe.
doing it by yourself is gonna like be very good. Like it's gonna
Well, thanks,
like be super.
Well, then you can do it.
I
if you
need all
want.
the hype
Yeah.
men I can get. So let me know.
Yes, we're just
call me a
blowing smoke up your
man.
ass right now. But
Universal
No.
hype people. I need all the hype people I can get. You're
I'm
right.
just
No,
going
I
to be the
shouldn't.
guy off camera waving the fan and feeding her grapes during breaks.
Oh my god! Check out
She
my
pays
OnlyFans.
well.
It'll probably be me
You'll be what?
feeding her grapes.
Oh, I said I was going to be. Oh, you can do it too. I was like, I'm
The
confused.
silence. That was so funny.
I was just
You're
very
like,
confused. I was like, no,
We're
I
gonna
said
go-
I was.
We're fighting over who gets
All
to
right,
feed her
fine.
I'm
grapes.
like,
I'll do
ladies,
the-
ladies.
I'll do the fan. You do the grapes.
Okay,
We'll-
teamwork.
we'll both
I've
be
always
good.
wanted to work with you on a different level.
I'm a fanner.
Oh, I love my
fan the
fans.
flames. I fan the shit.
Yeah.
Well, that didn't make
What?
sense.
Oh no, the dad joke.
The fan. And I am a fan.
Oh,
Mhm.
Oh,
that's good.
look at me.
I'm a fan
Aw.
too.
And then
Thanks,
tell
Gigi.
us what's
I'm a
the
fan.
plan for the skincare line? When's it coming out? When do you expect people able to buy it? Do you
Well,
have an idea?
The original plan was to launch the summer of 2021, which is the next 3 months.
Yep.
So TBD on that. But hopefully it'll launch and I will slowly come out with new products and build the brand to just be more than just one or two skincare products. Obviously, that's
Yeah.
the goal. I want this to be like my dream would be to be on the shelves in Sephora or Nordstrom or like online on Revolve. Like places where I shop for skincare is my goal
Yeah,
of where I want to be sold. So I'm going to like dream big, obviously aim high.
absolutely.
So easy. She's put so
And-
much work into it. Like I've seen the behind the scenes. Again, I'm only just interrupting her because she won't say it about herself. Like she keeps telling me her goals, and I'm like bigger, bolder, bigger, bigger.
Absolutely.
Because she's just like everything she touches turns to fucking gold. Our friendship, for example.
Ding, ding, ding,
But
ding.
no, I have so much faith in her and what she's doing.
Well, and if I'm wrong, you can edit this out. But it's made
Dun,
in
dun,
America,
dun.
right?
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
there we go.
yeah.
Made in
USA
America.
made.
I
Would
love
you expect
that.
anything less?
No, I would 100%.
Yes.
But I
Budari.
do like. There we go.
Yeah,
Listen, the
That's a
thing
We have an
about-
official website.
The thing about
great-
Taylor
Oh,
is
look at the light.
What?
Liked
What?
by.
Liked by the Block
Oh,
Agency.
yeah.
I think the thing
True
about
fan.
the thing about Taylor making it in the USA is for all the right reasons, and also she has had her hands
Yeah,
in
absolutely.
it at every
I knew because she told me about going to
stage.
Ohio, right? You go to
Yeah.
Ohio
Yeah.
to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was
She
pretty sure
would've-
I knew, but I just wanted to
Yes.
make sure because I do love
Yeah.
buying made in America products.
Yeah.
Is it just for women or is there a line for men?
No, guys,
It's
Mike
for
uses it all the time.
skin.
Oh,
Skin.
I have all of my samples at home. Mike uses it all the time. He thrives off of it.
At my
Budari coming soon.
32 years old, I'm starting to get a little crow's
Oh, I'm
feet,
gonna be
so
giving
I'm
you
gonna
some
have
eye
to
cream
use
for that,
it.
don't worry.
Okay,
Tough to
good. Thank
see,
you. I
tough to
cannot
see.
wait. I'm going to be the first buyer, like
Aw,
first
that's
like, first
sweet
purchase.
of you.
I'll even go to the store and take a picture.
Oh wow!
Yes,
Would
I'll
I
be
have
that
a
guy.
store?
Do you know that?
Classy.
Well, I'm go to the store like Sephora
whatever
where you're
sells
going to
it?
sell it. Correct.
Yes.
Do you want to know something funny?
Yeah.
Is I'm however many years old, Paul Perona. Do you know I've never used like any cream or
Skincare?
face on anything on my face?
Oh wow.
Really?
Okay.
Yes.
You look good.
I know.
Yeah,
you
like-
have got to let us guess your age.
Do you get Botox or anything?
Never done anything.
Mark, I
I
guess I,
want a
don't.
nose job
I guess
and
I
maybe a little lipo.
no.
Why?
Okay, first of
No.
all, self-reflect and look in the
You
mirror.
don't
You look
need
great.
that.
Don't do that.
I'll
No.
take it, but
Don't do that.
A little shave,
don't need
little,
that.
little
No.
couple inches
I've
off.
seen your dating apps. You're doing just fine, bud.
Oh, did you swipe right?
You
White?
said
I
you
just
did.
said
No,
you
I
swipe
just
wide?
stole your.
You
I
swipe
just stole your
wide?
password and I stole your phone and I've seen.
Actually, the one thing about me, nobody will ever steal my phone because it does not leave my side,
True.
and
That's
I'm
true.
password protected. My password is not 00001123476
That would be difficult if it was.
Yeah, actually, that would be
That
the
would be
longest
tough.
password ever.
Are you okay?
That would be tough.
Why'd you do
I
that?
just had like a little episode.
Well, we think you look. We think you look great. I don't
Well,
know.
We're gonna take this.
I do think you look great. Only because now you're kind of making me think you're like 86. So I guess you look great for
I'm
86.
Benjamin Button.
Benjamin Button. Okay.
Oh my god, my knee! This is how old I am. I just
Oh,
went like this.
no.
Were you born in the 70s?
I'm not sure. I've never done the math backwards. I wasn't. I
What is
don't.
the year? Oh
I don't
my
remember the year I
God.
was born. I was only a kid.
I can't.
All right, I respect it.
I was
Whatever.
born in 1992.
Oh my
Yeah, God, so you're younger than us?
You're younger.
Oh,
You're
yes,
younger
yes,
than
No,
us.
that would be older than
I
us.
remember being in third. I remember being in third grade, and this older woman, Britney Spears, came out with new music.
Yeah. She's
same.
going through some stuff right now, which I'm sure
I know,
you
Free Britney.
can't pay. You
Hashtag
don't have.
Free
Your mom
Britney.
hasn't given you a phone yet, so
Yeah,
I'm
she
sure you
just
don't
shaved her head
understand.
like 2 days ago.
Again?
Yeah.
Wait, how did I
For the
miss this
first
on
time.
Instagram?
We're kidding.
We're going back in
It's
time.
a part of the
to,
joke,
like,
but
when-
you don't know
okay.
the joke because you're fucking old, Mark.
I thought we were talking
God.
about Free Britney, which Free Britney. I'm all aboard for that.
Yeah.
I only, the funny thing is I shouldn't say that because I haven't researched the situation, but I just like Britney, so I want her to be free.
I think everyone
Right.
does want anyone in life to be free, so
Yeah,
you're good.
True.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly
No matter
right.
the situation.
No matter what,
Well,
everyone should be
unless
free.
you committed murder. But
Yeah.
yeah, you should not be free.
Oh yeah,
No.
I guess maybe don't say that if someone did something really bad.
Not everybody should be free.
Not everyone should be free.
But
Okay,
Britney
you know
should
what?
be
I'm
free.
gonna
Britney should be free.
backtrack.
And
Britney.
on that note, thank you guys for coming out.
Can we
We're
edit
gonna
all
stop
that out?
before we get in trouble with anything. But anyway, no, thank you guys very much. One more time, at probably Shannon Ford and at Taylor Amber Monaco. And they're great people, good friends. We always have a good time. And now we're going to go continue to drink and eat and enjoy each other's company without y'all listening, because that's when the real fun happens.
Ooh.
All right. Thanks again. Thanks
Thank
for checking
you
out
for
Nashville
having us.
Thanks for
Nashville
having
Block
us.
Party, and good times, great oldies.
Love you.